Every year on the 8th of March is International Women's Day, and it is celebrated across the world. It's a day where we focus upon and celebrate the achievements of women. PossAbilities is one of the UK's most successful social enterprises, and its management team is entirely female. That's not deliberate, they're just very good at what they do. So how about we meet some of them?
I think the person that inspires me a lot is my mum. Obviously a huge influence on my life, both my parents, but definitely my mum in kind of taking me forward in kind of what's right and what's wrong in the world.
The person that inspires me is a lady called Hilary Davey. She was a single mum and she started her own haulage company, which is a total male-dominated area, and she's made it extremely successful.
So who inspired me? So I've thought about this because there's lots of fabulous leaders out there, lots of famous people, but the person that inspired me is Sheila Downey, who is the former director of Rochdale Adult Care. And the reason why she has inspired me is because she believed in me and she helped us establish PossAbilities. You know, she was supportive, she was encouraging, and she made me believe in me.
Who inspires me and why? Two people actually. First of all, one of those cliche ones, my mum, who's no longer with us, but it's like she is every day because she still inspires me every day. And she inspires me because she was a mother of 4 and a full-time career woman and a wife and a friend and a daughter and a sister and all those things, and yeah, in my mind she did them all beautifully.
Dr. Beate Galdicat, and the reasons for that, she was a very inspirational and motivated lady who's protecting the orangutans and their habitat. Her biggest goal was to ensure that orangutan populations will not become extinct. She was a scientist, a conservationist and an educator, and is the world's leading authority in orangutan. She was known as the third leaky angel.
So when I was a little girl, I wanted to be in ABBA. I wanted to be a pop star. So taking that forward into my adult life was quite difficult, as can't sing or dance.
So my very first memory, and I remember this absolutely, is being in Tesco with my mum, and I told her that when I grew up, I wanted to be work on the checkouts in Tesco, and I remember that vividly.
Well, I did. Originally wanted to be an interior designer because I can match colours, but unfortunately I can't do anything arty. So after that, I did actually want to be a solicitor.
What did I want to be when I was a little girl? So I wanted to be a businesswoman, and the reason why was that I saw my dad go out to work every day carrying a briefcase, and all I used to think was, that looks really good, he's carrying a briefcase. I never quite knew what was in the briefcase, but it made me think that that was something important. So I used to say to my mum when she asked me what I wanted to be, I want to be a businesswoman because they carry a briefcase.
If, in all honesty, I didn't really know what I want to be, and I don't want to just say something for the sake of saying it. But my message is really, it doesn't matter. It does not matter if you don't know who you want to be when you're younger. I didn't know what I wanted to be, but obviously many years on, I'm now Operations Director for PossAbilities, so dare to dream big.
So for women starting their career, the 3 words of advice I'd probably give to somebody would be, change your mind. I think it's really hard when you're a young woman to decide, well, young person generally, to decide what it is that you want to do in life. And I think when you're 16, 18, you're not necessarily making the right decision about what you want to do in your life. And I think it's really important that you sometimes take that decision that you may start off in a career. I started off a career in a bank, and it took me probably about 4 or 5 years to realise that that absolutely wasn't what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I think that's it. Sometimes you do have to make that decision, and it's not always a negative to change your mind.
Be authentic, be bold, and be respectful. They're the 3 words that I would suggest.
Be ethical, be strong and be kind.
So my 3 words would be yourself always. And this was really something that I learned very, very early on. And I actually have it on my phone, on my screensaver. It's a picture of Mum and Dad, and then across it says, be yourself always.
Be yourself, be positive and believe.